Hello, welcome to Reliant Technology. We're going to be creating a volume from the command line interface in 7 mode in the NetApp storage system. The previous aggregate that we created was AGGR_Reliant. We're going to start off by typing in vol create with a question mark. We're going to be using some of these switches today to create our volume. To begin creating a volume, we will type in vol create. We will then specify the name of the volume, which is going to be Reliant_vol. We will then use a -L switch, which is language. We will use EN for English. We will then use a -s. This is the volume file or none specification for the volume when it comes to space reserved. In this case, we are going to type in none. This is actually going to thin provision the volume for us. Then we are going to specify the aggregate where we want this volume residing. In this case, it is AGGR_Reliant. And then we will specify what size this volume will be. In this example, we are going to use 50 gig. So now we hit enter. And there you see the creation of the volume with a 50 gig size on aggregate AGGR_Reliant has completed. We will then go to the NetApp on Command System Manager. We will actually do a refresh. You actually see that the Reliant_vol was created. We will now do an edit. The security style will always be defaulted to Unix. If you need to use NTFS or mixed, you can actually choose it here and do a save. You can see the check mark and thin provisioned. This was with the -s space none command that we used to create the volume. The next thing we want to do with this volume is enable storage efficiency. Storage efficiency, in other words, is deduplication. There's no switch in the command to create on the CLI for this. There's a separate command that we need to run. So we will go do that now. We go back to the CLI. We actually type in a sys space on. Then we specify the volume path, which is Reliant_vol, and hit enter. And you see that the deduplication has been enabled for this volume. Now if you want to run the deduplication immediately, we can actually run the sysstart command with a -s. This is if you have data that you're going to be putting into your volume pretty quickly. We can go ahead and get the volume deduped. And we hit enter. We say yes to actually start the deduplication process. And as you can see, it is starting on this volume. We'll actually go back into the storage efficiency. And we will actually do a refresh so we can actually see that it was enabled. Now the default schedule for deduplication is 7 days a week at midnight. You can change this according if you want to do another deduplication schedule. But the default is midnight AM 7 days a week. And we do appreciate you watching. Thank you.